Facebook stock has dropped considerably in this one trading session. I'm going to cover that today. Historically, we can go back, see what happened. The FANG stocks have been rising, and then Facebook got into some trouble. The stock dropped, but has since recovered all of those gains. Then we enter this time period in which suddenly Facebook stock dropped so badly in such a short period of time. Everyone's freaking out, but have no fear because the Dow Jones is up on the day. Well, let's begin by taking a look at the Facebook stock itself. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. Let's look at this. 176 at the time of closing, dropping approximately 19%. That is significant no matter how you look at it. This to me shows the weakness of any stock, because we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar company, and in one day the stock can drop by 19%. They didn't halt trading. They didn't have everybody get under the covers and hide. It just happened. 20% wiped off of people's portfolios because, of course, they're heavily into the FANG stocks. Facebook in particular, ever since that dip came in, people were buying it up. And surely this, in fact, will cause more people to get in and buy the dip. Some had been selling off, but I'm sure that was more of the institutional investors, that's the insiders, and perhaps that is some of the computer algorithms coming in on that. But the retail investors, they probably hung on and thought, hey, perfect opportunity to buy more. So we're going to be covering this. I want to tell you that the Dow Jones had come up today, and it's looking like, it doesn't really matter what's happening with Facebook because everything else is fine. That's the way the market is projecting it. But as far as I'm concerned, things are really different. When I look at this, a drop of 19% in one day, and why? Because of their earnings, because of a little issue, because of everything we've already known. Well, that doesn't really tell me what's going on underneath it all. There is true weakness being exposed here, and we are seeing that in a decline of 19%. So what? We have much more to worry about. As I said, there wasn't any halting of the trading or anything like this. It is true weakness, and here it is. Okay, moving on. Facebook's $100 billion plus rout is the biggest loss in stock market history. That is unbelievable. It's huge to think about. It wasn't, this huge crash that affected all of the market. It wasn't something that, a disaster going back with all this trade issues escalating into hot issues, if you know what I'm talking about. And it's none of that. It's some internal thing going on at Facebook. They came on, they put their, went on the call. Things aren't so good. We have this issue and that issue. Nothing big as far as I'm concerned. And yet the stock dropped by 19%. So what would happen if actually there was something real going on? Then we'd have a very, very serious drop. Okay? We don't even have the tip of the iceberg being shown yet. All right. Now, there's more in this article here. I just want to cover just quickly. Facebook was on track Thursday to post the largest one-day loss in market value by any company in U.S. stock market history after releasing the disastrous quarterly report. So what? These are all fake and phony. I've shown you that before, and anybody who's read Infectious Greed by Frank Partnoy knows how this works. And I had subscribers telling me that they've read it and they're amazed. I want to hear from you down in the comments if you can, but they can push it off whenever they want to. But instead, they didn't do that right here. Now, why? That's what we're going to find out in time. I'm going to show you some information in just a second, but take a look at this here. With less than an hour to go in trading, the social media giant's market cap had plummeted by about 120 billion to 500 billion as its stock price fell by more than 19%. At Wednesday's close, Facebook market cap had totaled nearly 630 billion. No company in history has ever lost 100 billion in just one day, but two came close. Now, this is an issue, as I've said. It wasn't, 1929. It wasn't even what was happening in 2008, 2009. No, we're talking about just some quarterly report. That's it. That's weakness. That's fragility, okay? All right. And this really shows us what's going on behind the scenes. And that is 8 Facebook insiders combined to sell about $3.9 billion worth of stock since the Cambridge Analytica data mining scandal first surfaced on March 17th. The sales were part of a predetermined trading plans. Now, of course, Zuckerberg was part of the biggest share of that, so we don't have that much in terms of the insiders selling, but he himself knows what's going on better than anybody else, and there have been obvious cases, 4 billion being pulled out. Now, what I am seeing here is not just with Facebook, with other stocks as well, that the insiders are specifically twice as likely to be selling off before they're going to pump up the stocks, and they do so with buybacks. So as I've explained before, they have this whole buyback system, all right? So they know, okay, let's just say, all right, August 1st, we're going to do a buyback. All right. So before that, depending how they want to do it, they may sell off shares, okay? Or they'll wait until it's the time. They can see the stock get boosted up, sell off the shares. Or this is an opportunity to buy the shares. Depending how they want to do it, it's up to them, right? But they know that this boosts the shares, so we have this opportunity to go ahead and do it. And that's what they do. So we have insider trading going on, and it is legal. Don't let them fool you. If it's you and me, no, it's not legal. But if it's them, then it's legal. That's how it works. Selective, decisions that they make. Anyway, this is just one stock, and the whole purpose, the reason I've done this video is not to say Facebook stock decline. I couldn't care less about Facebook stock, all right? What we're talking about here is the weakness and the fragility that is present in the stock market when a stock can go down by 19% in one single day. And why? Because of a quarterly report? I don't think so. This is an opportunity to sell. People are using this as any excuse, any bad news. They're coming in, they're selling. And that's what happened here. We're going to see the same repeated patterns over and over and over again. Any opportunity they're going to have to sell, any opportunity to buy. We are seeing true volatility, but I bet you if we were to look at the VIX, it's probably sleeping and sleeping, because that's what really happens here. It's fake, it's fraudulent. Don't worry, the Dow Jones is up. Nothing to fear. Well, if you found the video informative, please give me a thumbs up. I really do appreciate when you do that. This is me, by the way, with my head down, because I've lost a lot of money on that Facebook stock. I had all my life savings in it. I just put it all in, and now, oops, I'm screwed over. Actually, no, that's Mark Zuckerberg. Anyway, so what we have here is just a simple little video. I try to be a little bit humorous in my own way. So, as I said, if you found the video informative, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. There's 120,000 subscribers on this channel. Why aren't you one of them? I'm asking you to hit that button. It's going to give you the ability to come on in every day. I'm bringing new information, and there's the most global channel. This channel here is the most global financial channel you're ever gonna find. So if you're from Sweden, if you're from Australia, New Zealand, if you're from Pakistan, if you're from Russia or South America, or hey, maybe you're just like me and you're from Toronto, well, I want to see you on this channel. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know where you're from. Take care.